Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. I have saved you the torment of watching us run back up these stairs to get back up to where we are at. Just for the sake of me getting an elixir. I thought, you know, why not? When in Rome, I can do it on 2 times speed, and it still took far too long, to be honest with you. I absolutely hate having to run up them steps. And now we're at our first puzzle of the Shinra building. Good old Mia Domino. Aha, you are. Ahem. Yes, we are. Ahem. Guess the password to get his key card. Obviously, we want the special item, so we'll go through how we're supposed to figure this out. So we've got the Urban Research Library. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to check the bookshelf, and there's going to be one book that's not meant to be here. Like that, Modern History of Space program shouldn't be in the city planet. I would recommend getting a small bit of paper or something here and a pen. That's what I'm going to do. Even though I'm going to show you both ways. Well, if I get it right, I'd have to show you both ways. But you know, better to be prepared. You've got to count 16 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's an M. So our first letter, well, one of our letters, not necessarily our first letter, is M. And we've got the Scientific Research Library now. Please be at the front. No. Ancient in History, Dr. Gas, report on high macro levels. Sometimes I'm not 100% sure what the book is, to be honest. When it's Space Library, this is easy because it should all be about space. Diminishing macro energy and planet movements. Space. That's space. Space. New plans for urban planning. That's nothing to do with space, but we'll come back to that in a second. Just to make sure. Now we want the 10th letter in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is an O. Which is great because that's the letter that's in 2 words of that letter in. Helps if we read it. Peace preservation and weapons. Land weapons. Materia production. Soldier members by class. Peacekeeping law. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be that one. Macro energy is rising life forms. Sounds more sciencey, which gives us an A. So going off that, we can probably work out what shouldn't be in this library, which is the Scientific Research Library. Experimental animals, extended use of macro weaponry. So it's going to be that one, which is a key. Now, what you can do here if you want to be really cheesy, right? You don't even have to work it out. We just jump back in the lift, go back down to the first floor. And I'm pretty sure I've got the password here as it is. So you go back down to the first floor. We run outside. We save because this password isn't linked to your save file or anything. So we just make a quick little cheeky save. We'll go back up to the 62nd floor. Call the lift down. Yes, lift. I'm English. I say lift, not elevator. We go back up because the special item that we get for getting it right is crucial. It's something I've got planned for a little bit later on. So we'll go talk to it. So you obviously answer our best king, orbs, ball, macro. Now what I've worked out is macro. See, we got it right. But if we didn't get it right, we could just reload the save. Shinra's been torturing me. That's why I was rough on you. Why didn't you just give us the material to start with, right? And then it wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever. I like elemental in. It's not something you need to worry about leveling up, but you know, it could come in handy. So this key card's now going to let us get access all the way up to the 65th floor. After we get our next lovely little puzzle. So I don't mind this puzzle, to be honest with you. This isn't a bad little puzzle. Level beam. Fly. Do not enter the air conditioning ducts. Well, of course we're not going to enter the air conditioning ducts. That sounds dangerous. Now I'm pretty sure everybody has a completely different way to do this. But you can open 3 doors. That's all you're allowed to open. So we'll get our air coupon. Jump up into the air duct here. This is my. I think I've done the correct way. And drop down that one air duct. Go up one air duct. Drop down one air duct. Come out the door. Open the other door. Snag all the items and disappear. Go up. There we go. That was a bit. That's a bit of a finicky one. I'm never sure when the point to actually tell them to go up is. So we get that. Open that door. Now all 3 coupons. Thank you, Shinra. And we can just disappear back out now. Nice and simple. Nice, simple, straightforward, and easy. Just like it should be. I've done this before where I've mashed OK far too many times, and I've accidentally all cleared it and had to do it again. But obviously, if you do go through the wrong doors, you can just come back, all clear it, go back through. So netting ourselves another all materia there. I think I'm gonna whack that on Tifa for now. Get a secondary all restore. Obviously, we get a nice little 4 slots, which less defense, but it does just have 4 slots, and the star pendant to protect against poison. It's for the sake of having it equipped, we'll just put on Cloud for now. I mean, poison's not something I ever really worry about. I actually think of any times you have poison in this. So while we're in here, we can raid. Do a little cheeky raid on the Shinra lockers here. Yeah, I'm going to go along every single one of them like this because I can never remember which ones actually have anything in. A megaphone. No, we don't need that megaphone. Who could use a megaphone, man? Like, come on. Seriously? Sure, there is something else we want to do here for later in the game, which I believe is this one. Shinra Gym Health Drink. No. It gave us nada. Let's bang on it. Boof. Sorry. My apologies. We'll leave it for now. That's for something much later in the game. What we do have here is we can just take a free nap. Free nap inside enemy headquarters, because why not? I mean, that's all there is to this floor. Some of these floors are just nice quick sweeps. You know, a couple of free items. And a free nip about. Random encounters start back again on this floor. We've had a nice little break from them. But now the game wants to remind us that, you know, we do have to fight our way to Aerith. After resting in Shinra's nap room. Which is a pretty full heal, so I mean... if things get a bit dicey, you can just... Oh, we've got Mind Blow. You can just nip back down there. So we got... Well, I wanted to check it. Barrett's second level 1 limit break, which... It's the same as Big Shot, except it only does damage to his MP, to enemy's MP. Which, I mean, I'm not really a fan of. And now we get to figure out which chest has the pieces in that we need. And you can only do this one chest at a time. Isn't that fun? Insert the Midgar parts. Get another chest. I mean, it's not hard, I'll be honest. Like, bit monotonous, bit time consuming. Having to go around every time and you don't just get the option to just automatically insert the parts. It's nice that Shinra set this up for us though, you know. I like it when the bad guys set up little puzzles for us to have to deal with. I was gonna see if we've got a Moth Slasher, but no. We have a Hammer Blaster. Who doesn't really blast hammers as much as he does just hit you with them. Which is a lot less fun. A lot less fun. If he actually shot hammers at us, I'd be a little more worried than him just zapping about hitting us with a hammer. So get the Midgar parts in. As you see, we've got 3 parts missing still. But only 2 chests. The one over here and the one in the stairwell as we came up. So we'll just dot about and we'll get these placed. Model of Midgar. I wish that after you'd seen the first line of Model of Midgar that you didn't have to see it again. It would be quite entertaining. Oh, it's in this room back here, man. I forgot about this room. My bad, broski. But yeah, sorry if you can hear us sighing. This heat at the minute is absolutely killing us. Ooh! I finally get to explain hyper. Barrett has just been inflicted with hyper. Now, hyper is one of my favourite statuses. Cloud's just been given it as well. The problem is it does reduce your accuracy by quite a bit. But it is a status element that I enjoy, especially if you're trying to get your level 2 limits. Right, to be at level 1, like your second of your level 1s and your level 2 limits. Obviously your Tranquilizer cures Fury. But while under Fury, you take your accuracy is lowered, but you take more damage. And obviously, the more damage you take, the quicker your limit fills up. Got the last Midgar part in here though, and it's a lovely model with well construction of Sector 6 finishes, but Sector 7's missing. Yeah, so sorry, hyper. Your hit rate is cut, but you deal more damage. You take more damage, so your limit bar fills a lot quicker than it does elsewhere. You taught him to get a little hint on how you're supposed to go about this part here. Whereas Sadness, on the other hand, you take less damage, but your limit bar also fills up slower. So it's a bit give and take, depending on how you'd prefer to do it. Normally I go for the hyper for Fury. I do prefer taking more swings at the enemy or having to rely on magic, but being able to fill my limit bar quicker. That's a lot of suits. $10 billion, man. That's an insane amount. Yeah, how much is it going to cost to fix it? Yeah, they're not going to fix it. Fair enough. I think there's two Shinra employees we haven't been introduced to here. Neo Midgar, the Ancients, the Promised Land, I mean, Shin was spouting a lot of uselessness. Oh, but there's Palmer, head of the space program. So you got Heidegger, head of the defense program, Palmer, head of the space, Reeves, head of construction. I'm not, and Scarlett's head of, I think Scarlett's head of weapons. People will lose confidence. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say there, Heidi. Heidi, Heidi ho. And Dr. Hojo. 18%. 100, oh, only 120 years. Ah, that's nothing, that man. You just can wait that long, surely. God, these models give Hojo such a punchable face. How are they planning on breeding Aerith? Are they asking for volunteers? Is Cloud going to step up and volunteer? No? Not going to get any explanation on anything Hojo's saying, obviously. Because why would we? That would be silly. And there she is. Scarlet. Something stinks, man. No, I don't want to turn about Aerith. Why would they talk about Aerith, Cloud? I mean, what's your problem? Shimmy, 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 shimmy back. And down and out we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. At least flush. Let people think that you were using the toilet. Like, come on, dude. At least make it a little bit believable. And now we get the tail Hojo. So the Moth slashes for the carbon bangles that I am after is the, I think it's the 67th and the 68th floor. I can get them on. So this floor and the next floor, to be honest, but I'll probably do it on this floor if I'm completely honest. It's just nice of Hojo to leave all these doors open for us as we're following him. Kinda makes the keycard situation a bit useless, but you know, it is what it is. So in charge of Shinra's science department. Man, Cloud for a soldier, you haven't met anybody, or you don't remember anybody that worked at Shinra, do you? Oh, there's another one there. So we are back road here, so we are going to take less damage, but he's going to take a few more hits to kill, but like, well, Tifa and Cloud are going to deal less damage. Barrett's in his element still, I mean, he's got a gun. Up, up. So we'll cut our way through this, but that's one more. We have one more carbon bangle now. Trying to work out how many more we need, to be honest. I think I only need 2 more. I think. But we can finally give the tanky Barrett a little bit more defense there. I mean, look, the 4-slot's good for Materia, but like the defense is just, it's not my cup of tea. So before we follow Hojo, there is some more encounters I would like to get. Most of these carbon bangles, but there is one other specific enemy I am looking for before we follow him. I mean, if I don't look, I can get both of them in one battle. Nope. Right, so these are soldier thirds. And of these soldier thirds, I want to kill one of them. I'm going to leave one alive and kill the other one. Barrett, you just heal us, because Tifa wants to hit both of them. Obviously she does. Why wouldn't she? But these soldier thirds have a steel that I am very much after. Very much after. I mean, this actually makes it easier. Couldn't steal anything. Get rid of that one. If there's only one of them, then there's not as much to worry about. These guys can hit I mean, you can see yourself, these flying sickles can cut you down quite quickly. They do some chunky damage. Thankfully, they're not too hard to kill. Obviously, even with the all Materia, you can chunk your cures down to a single target. And there we go. We've got the Hardedge Cloud. Get a nice little upgrade for him now. We'll get this battle done, we'll get that equipped, and then I'll go about getting those carbon bangles. Actually, we'll just knack these soldier thirds. So we'll get this. We'll have a look at this Hardedge. One of the other important styles here. So the Buster Sword gives us an attack of 18, and the Hardedge jumps us to 32 with 4 Materia slots. Like, Cloud just absolutely jumps damage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a small cut, and I'll get these carbon bangles sorted out, and we'll be right back. Right, and we're back. I've took care of that. I actually ran into a double battle, so I've ended up with more carbon bangles than I actually needed. I only wanted, and it was 2 more, and I ended up with 3. It's not something, it's not a major thing that I'm concerned about, but we'll get a quick heal up there. Everyone's sat with the limit breaks for now, but that's just because honestly I was just too lazy to actually use them in the battles. Now Cloud's model, because I do have them short, like the weapons shown on the characters, so that the models do change. How the Shinra employee does not see us when he walks past, I honestly couldn't tell you. My precious specimen. My precious dog. And Hojo walks straight past, like you kind of see Cloud's big ass yellow chocobo hair right there. Like, come on. Oh, don't touch the glass, Tifa. You know you're not allowed to. Come on. It's going to be useful. Well, I mean, it might be useful biology test. Genova. Genova? We haven't been told who Genova is yet, but she has an eye for a nipple. And no head. An eye for a nipple, but no head. That makes perfect sense. What, she puts the top on and she can't see us no more? As Tifa reverse Michael Jackson's there and goes onto her heels. Genova, Sephiroths. That would be strong. Hold it together. That wasn't moving. It's just because it's in water. Yeah, see, Barrett's got his shit together. His main concern is the fact that it hasn't got a head. Which I wholeheartedly agree with, to be honest with you. But we'll go up here, nab ourselves a poison Materia. Which is absolutely useless, to be honest with you. You can equip it if you want, I mean... Might as well have nothing better to equip there at the moment. Suppose you can save if you have to, if you really want to as well, but we're just going to rock straight up and foil Hojo's plans. Because, honestly, we don't like Hojo. So you can't even bother to ask his experiments what their names are. He's not a very nice man. Outsiders. So many frivolous things. Yeah, like people's lives according to you, Hojo. I think you should just kill Hojo, Barrett. Just like, but based on his aim against Seng and Reno, he's probably not going to hit him, to be honest with you. Don't make any rash moves. Like, Barrett, you've got a gun. Don't just stand there. Use your gun. Uh-oh. Is Aerith going to get mauled by that lion beast? tiger thing. Yeah. If you don't help, they'll both go extinct. But like, think, how is he planning on breeding Aerith and a dog? That thing. Like, some scientist here is alright. Hey, look at that. She's a bit better this time. Shame it wasn't that good when he was trying to shoot Reno, when he was trying to blow up the second 7 pillar. But it ended it there and then, Barrett, but no. And how Hojo even manages to survive that is beyond me. He's getting mauled. Completely mauled. Oh, what's coming up now? The lift's coming up. What we got? Very ferocious specimen. Hey, the dog talks. The dog's a very polite dog as well at that. Talking away. Somebody take it out. So this part does count for later on in the game for the sequence I'm after. So in this case, we're going to send Barrett to take care of Aerith. Red 13. Now, I normally do change Red 13's name, but to avoid any spoilers at the moment, we are not going to change Red 13's name. But to leave it as it is. And honestly, I think I'm just going to dump my limits right here. So, we've got HO512. I think the way you're supposed to do it is you're meant to kill the one in the front. And then like, the ones in the front, and then you can concentrate your damage on the geyser in the back. Red 13 does nicely come with Sense, as well as a fire link to an all Materia. Poison can actually be semi-useful in this fight, to be honest. So we're clearing poison off my guys. Yeah, will I have Red do that? Do I have Red do that? Do I care enough, to be honest? I don't even think I care enough. If I'm completely honest with you, what are we looking at? We're going to take for the chuck a Q roll in. There's a cloud and red. Roast this man. Blub 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 blub. Why didn't I notice that was him? Why didn't I think of that? Alright, that was a cockle on my part. Shady breath. And that's why I don't bother queuing the poison. It just gets reapplied like. I'd rather just take the guy out. Killing the ones in the front hand makes absolutely no difference, to be honest. Although, fire's doing bits, so I might set Cloud away on there, getting rid of them in the front, actually. I mean, rolling attack does nothing. I mean, it's 50 damage. It's not a lot. And Cloud can just get rid of them for us. Especially with that Hardedge, which obviously I think this is the first time we're actually getting to see the Hardedge in battle here. I might have to heal Tifa here. Well, not with red, we're not. No, not Tifa. Oh. Tifa heal Tifa. Tifa heal Tifa. Tifa heal Tifa. Cloud heal. Oh, well, we've done it. Who needs to heal, eh? Who needs to heal when you can just power on through it? Well, we got a tranquilizer and a talisman, another accessory. And I want that blowy ball of Materia. She seems alright in many ways. It does like two-leg things. Oh, there we go. Listen to that music, man. Let's just be quiet and appreciate this music. I think that's enough of being quiet, listening to that music now. Let's get the hell out of here. Right, so this is the party at the moment. Well, Barrett with Aerith. Now... Let's at least get a carbon bangle on there. I would have a look at this. The talisman is a spirit bonus, which is great for taking less magical damage. It also comes with an all Materia, which is quite nice. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with my party. I'll tell you what it is actually. Let's, for now, let's remove everybody's stuff, right? Remove everybody's stuff. And we're just going to do a quick party swap here. Because everything needs a carbon bangle. While I decide what party I actually want to take here. We'll take a shortcut here, I'll get the party sorted and Materia and everything set up. Right, so I've got my party sorted, the equipment sorted, everyone's got the carbon bangles on. I'll give the talisman to Cloud and honestly the star pendant. We're not running anything else that's going to be poisonous anytime soon. Materia setup is as goes. We'll restore all and everybody is going to be that way for the rest of the game. Cloud working on the elemental Materia. I'm not interested in leveling it up if I'm completely honest, but might as well have got nothing else to work on. He's also got a fire ice and then he's got retains his steel. If Barrett sense along with fire and poison. That fire Materia has more AP, it's the one red 13 comes with. Again, restore all on red. Give him the cover Materia so we can start working on his limits. Obviously he's got the lightning Materia and sense. I mean, honestly, damage wise, I might give him ice as well. Give everyone a cheeky little heal. And this is going to be my party for now. As you can see, I've got the cover on red just so we can start working on his limit. 66 floor elevators we are meeting. Now it's absolutely crucial before you leave here, you get the enemy skill Materia. Now this is a Materia. Hang on, I don't like that. There we go. Better. Enemy skill is a Materia that we cannot use yet. But if you forget to grab it now, then honestly, it's not going to be a good time. We will be using that Materia a lot. I also grab the free portions down here. That'd be rude not to. And now we know our first proper battle with Red 13, who has just had his limit triggered. Oh, we'll big shot one, and we'll drop a sled fan. Now these are obviously the guys, if you remember, these are the soldiers that I stole the Hardedge for Cloud from. I actually have no more steals to do while we're in Midgar. So let's just sled fang this bad boy. Boom. Red isn't a bad character by any means, if I'm honest. I do like Red. The fact that he just jumps and spins to attack is obviously a bonus. I mean, who doesn't like the jump and spin and puppy attacking? Now his weapons are clips that I'm guessing go in his hair. So I always thought they went in his hair, but they could actually just be his little things on his ankles. Oh, we got a loco weed. Now that is a thrown item that casts Confuse. Everyone's favourite spell, Confuse. I did with Hujo. We don't need the keycard to the 68th floor because we're only going to the 66th floor. My guy. I'll just show you there's nothing over that way. Come up here, get the keycard, get the few free potions, and honestly we leave the same way he did. Because we can pick up another couple of potions on our way out. Out for now. See, this was the battle formation that I wanted earlier. But I was unfortunate and didn't get. Now, it wouldn't make sense for me to use magic here to get through these guys, because they're going to start doing that. Well, actually, I can show you, right? Bio is really useful against humanoid enemies. Bio is really good against people, because, you know, poison is very effective against people. Bolt 2. these soldiers can be a pain. If they get your entire party to sleep and they just start spamming spells, then you're not going to last very long. Fortunately, poison it's just not very useful as far as status ailment goes. I'm trying to think of any game where poison's remotely useful, to be honest with you. 10 maybes? I mean, the bio spell itself's great in 9, but the added effect of poison's not that good. It's just you do fight a lot of technically humanoid enemies at the very beginning, which does make being able to poison enemies quite useful, if I'm completely honest with you. So we're up on the 69th floor, even though this isn't where we're supposed to be, because you know everyone's waiting at the 66th. But I don't know why the 66th floor, like, we've not just made more sense to go through to different floors. But, oh, there we go. That's going to be another Turk. My good man Rude there. Rude of the Turks, followed by saying, look, this lift's getting a little bit crowded, boys. A wee bit crowded, and I'm not for it. We don't want this shit. But we are taken in front of President Shinra. I mean, the handcuff, what? Barrett, Cloud, and Tifa, Aerith isn't here. But, like, what do they do to stop Red? How do you handcuff a dog? Where's Aerith? In a safe place. Hey, she's in the suitcase under my desk, waiting the last train to the ancient promised land that she has promised me. The Cetra. Wait, Aerith can't be thousands of years old, like, surely. See, so Red knows what's going on. Red knows more than what anybody else knows. See, Red's just going to keep interjecting. He knows a lot more than what we know. It never gets explained. It's very fertile. That's fertile. He's going to go drain the land of its energy. The abundant macro will float on its own. Boy, I said boy. Neo Midgar. What an uninspiring name that is. Oh, hey guys, we're moving from Midgar. Oh, where he's going? To Neo Midgar. Man, these things I suppose it's better than Midgar 2. Well, it's not much of a meeting if I'm completely honest with you. And there's Rude. I would say he's not rude, I'd say he's quite polite. As Barrett's about to try and cause a scene again. Well, Rude's got some strength on him. Just hauling Barrett away like that. He obviously has no care. I like Rude. I like Rude. I like Reno. I like Singh. I like other members of the Turks that we haven't even met yet, and one that isn't even in this game. Or his name. I completely forgot. So this here, this is another one of them ones where, you know, you can ask how people are doing. Obviously, I'm going to go straight to Barrett. Or to gain a certain scene later on in the game. Aerith's an ancient. The real name of ancients is Cetra. And Barrett's trying to know a lot about this stuff. Without ever mentioning it before. Like, ever. And Red just doesn't care. A little scratch behind his ears. And that's it. You suck up all the Mako energy. The land will wither away. And the planet will die, man. Yeah. Whoa. Who said I was joining Avalanche there? Barrett. So this is just going to give us some bonus points towards the scene later in the game. I mean, anybody that's played it knows what scene I'm on about. It's the dating scene. If you want to, you can talk to Tifa repeatedly and just say, leave it to me. And it'll just constantly stack Tifa for the dating thing. But to crack on with this, we just have to wonder how Aerith's doing. Red 13. I should have spoke to Red 13 actually, I didn't think about that. Well, that's a boo-boo on my part, but Red doesn't say a lot, I'll be honest with you. I knew the cloud would come for me. I was always confused why there's a whack cloud in a cell with Tifa. Why wouldn't the whack cloud in a cell with Barret and whack Tifa in a cell with Red? Oh, I get it. Yeah, Tifa's here. The big brown eyes. I have a question. How dare you hit on my man? Oh, no, wait, sorry. Does the promised land exist? I don't know. That's the equivalent of asking your kids what they've done at school today. I don't know. Supreme happiness. Sounds a lot. The promised land sounds a lot like Elysium. Fields of Elysium. More than words. I don't know, man. Speak with the planet. Wow, what do you think the planet says? Can't make out what they're saying. That sounds more like the people than the planet, I'll be honest with you. The planet just says, probably says owl on it when we dig into it or step on it. I can't imagine the planet being too happy about that. You still hear your mum's voice? I mean... Well, let's see how Red's doing then. What's the kitty cat got to talk about? I haven't decided if I'm going to class Red as a cat or a dog yet. I always like to think of him as a dog myself. Barret just being a jackass over there. I mean, Barret's being a jackass, right? But Barret and Red 13 do get on quite well. Only option we've got left now is get some say. Why would you sleep against the wall when there's a bed over there with Tifa? Like, come on, Cloud. What's the matter with you? Oh, even though we're in prison, we still got the beautiful rest noise. As if we slept in an inn. And we awaken, and something's not quite right. The door's open. Hey, yo. Door's open. The man's dead, and the music's ominous. That can only mean one thing. But I'm not sure what that thing is. I love how Tifa doesn't even question. We just say look outside and she just runs out. She doesn't question the fact that the door's open. Hey, Tifa get Aerith. I'll go get Barret and Red. Hey Bish, wake up. Get up, man. We got some men to be taken care of. Wait, get through the door. Let's have a party. Said, no, of course I don't. Oh, we'll figure what the hell's going on, don't worry. Okay, Red's going ahead. Fair enough. Red's going ahead. Barret's hanging back. We now have a party of Aerith and Tifa. Now the fun thing about this, right, is it automatically de-equipped all our characters of their Materia. Oops, helps if I got the Materia in the right spot there. I'm going to be leaving out probably the cover Materia for now. I don't really have anybody that needs it. And we'll just do that. Seems like a decent set to me. And if you go back up here, Barret's still just up here doing absolutely nothing. And that or he's mopping. It could be mopping. But everyone's dead and we have new monsters on the loose. Brain Punch this time. Oh, I think we'll hold Cloud's limit for now. Yeah, I think we're going to hold Cloud's limit for now. It seems like a good idea to me. Aerith and Tifa's limit, I'm not too fussed about holding. But Cloud's limit, but we're going to hold Cloud's limit for now. Oh, Cloud got poisoned. Thankfully, in this, it's not like Pokemon. Poison only lasts for the battle, and once the battle's over, poison's gone. So it's not too bad. I can live with it, especially if Cloud's going to hit for 206 with that Hardedge. Cloud keeps hitting like that. Never mind the Hardedge. Cloud's going to have a dirty edge with all that blood on it from the monsters. And we got more dead body. There's nothing on any of these dead bodies, is there? No, you can't even talk to them. You can't even check them, man. Like, what's the point? Genova specimen. Oh, great. Genova's broken loose. It's just what we want. But before we head about looking for Genova, I think this is what we're going to leave it for today. So, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe. This is Daddy Gladdy, signing out. Have a good day.